Alright, so we have finally arrived in the little Dutch village of Pella, and nearby here, somewhere along this route, is not quite the birth home, but the childhood home of Wyatt Earp. And we only got about 4 minutes on this cell phone, but this is a sod block. This is what I guess the settlers normally stuff between their logs. This is a sod house. This is really kind of cool, kind of like the underground at Adventureland. You know, I was the only kid to enjoy that ride. It's kind of like an old haunted house. And I came here without my license or my wallet. So when I got here, it was an interesting experience because I had to withdraw money from without having a card. But I got just enough to make it here. This is an old blacksmith shop. I think we can come in here. It's a little more neat and orderly than Jesse Hoover's blacksmith shop up by the Herbert Hoover birthplace and museum. Probably because, well, here's the bigger area. And also because, you know, I don't know if everything was original or donated in that sense, but here you get a clearer, neater picture of what is going on. Either that or maybe Herbert Hoover's father was a pack rat. But this is early frontier life, 1800s, good stuff from Iowa. And I just learned today, somewhere along these roads, we have, let's take a good look in here too. We got some mills, some looks like steam engines and stuff like that. We'll look at this video later, but we're trying not to waste too much as we're hopefully moseying on to Wyatt Earp's birth home. Not quite birth home, but childhood home. I think one of his brothers was born here. And right across from us in this yellowish building, ooh, we gotta check out, that's the Dutch windmill. Now, this is really beautiful if you're not seeing it firsthand. Just the way the water trickles in. Peaceful, easy, gentle. Peaceful, easy, gentle, little, beautiful little fountains. I really like this fountain. I'm not a huge fountain man, but this is pretty cool. But as I started watching Tombstone with my mother earlier, and she had the idea, why don't you go up to Pella and visit the Wyatt Earp home? And this is the Wyatt Earp home as we're approaching here. It's a pretty big home. It's not, not the biggest house in the world, but they had about 7 or 8 kids. And it's much larger than the Herbert Hoover birthplace. But this home where Wyatt Earp lived was located in the middle of town. It was not a whatchamacallit. Ooh. This is the Wyatt Earp experience. Really cool. It's an experience, so it's more than just the home. You actually hit a couple buttons and you go through the actual home where he lived, and you see up on the wall probably some movie posters, artifacts. I'm sure this must be his gun. Wyatt Earp 44 revolver. Whoa, he meant business. He meant business. Anyway, I'm running out of time, so I'm gonna have to clear some space, and we'll start up at part 2.